Hello everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order with the Shinjuku Singularity. It's been a long week. I've been like, oh, is it time yet? Is it time yet? It's time. Last time we started, well, I guess continued the Shinjuku Singularity, I guess. We did chapter 1. And we met a dandy archer Shinjuku. And Edmund Dante's kind of, sort of showed up. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but he's here too. Yeah, the Nobunaga event started up. I've been slowly working on that. Let's bring... I almost said his real name. Let's bring him out. Just to, take him for a spin. Section 2, Millennium Chap. Yugi will show up. Because Millennium, you see, because... Get it? Wow, who could this be? Hello, Rider. Hello, Archer. Hello, Assassin. You should know that the barrier picked up a signal earlier. It seems like Chaldea sent a master here to restore humanity, just as we expected. I hacked the ray shift coordinates to make her fall, but I'm afraid it didn't go so well. So what's our plan now? Wolf. Calm yourself, Rider. Now that I blame you for being enraged. Could we go after them? Ha ha ha! I just bet he's raring to go. To Rider, everyone's an enemy, including us. He couldn't be more stoked about having an enemy he can just openly kill. Well, what's the volume at? Okay, it's about good. Besides, didn't you pretty much figure that'd be his response to being told about Chaldea? Well, more or less. So what exactly are you planning to do with this whole league thing? If it were me, I'd just kill her before she could see it coming. Want to do that, please? Heck, I'll do it if you like. What do you think, other Archer? You already know what I'm going to say, Professor. Look inside yourself and you'll know the best course of action. Just tell me who to kill. Yes, you do have a point. I'm certainly not the type to let another's opinion change my chosen course of action. At any rate, Chaldea is finally involved. I've been waiting for this for thousands of years. No, I shouldn't let my personal feelings show. I'll have to keep them in check. In any case, I've been expecting this. As such, I have a plan in place. First, Berserker will go on a rampage, then Rider will track her down. If she manages to survive even that, it'll be your turn, Assassin. You got it! Let's see, that would mean I go... third? Ah man, why do I have to start late? What about me? I'd like you to handle the flying squad. After all, you're my biggest miscalculation. Miscalculation. Well that's nice. Now that I've been summoned here, I know what I have to do. Sow chaos across the world and rain evil down from the sky. Piece of cake, right? Piece of cake, eh? You do realize this is very different from your previous position, right? Hey, you're lucky you got me. Make the most of it. After all, it didn't take you long to lose your Saber and Lancer. Even darkened, those heroic spirits never lost their pride. Getting 2 bad servants right off the bat. You may be a master of calculations, but your luck is awful. Make it a point not to count on something as unreliable as luck in my miscalculations. In my calculations, sorry. From that moment on, you're my miscalculation. You were the one who killed that Saber and Lancer so quickly after all. Not that I don't appreciate it. Don't worry about it. Consider it my sales pitch for my new master. I'd accounted for losing all 3 of my knights at worst. Even having one of them survive is a win in my book. But that does mean my initial calculations were way off. After all, you still haven't disposed of it. So, Phantom Spirits are also brainwashing devices, eh? And I don't think so. At least I hope not. Maybe I should, though. But don't worry, Professor. Even if I am brainwashed, I'll still make it my mission to kill you. Appreciate your honesty. At any rate, Phantom Spirits are nothing more than ability enhancers, much like a mage's essence is. Right, our craft essence is canon. Now I see. No wonder you're an archer. You must never have stood a chance against your magical bullets. In which case, there's no need to translate the Phantom Spirit. I've always been nameless, and a botched translate could also affect my spirit origin. But it's perfectly safe. I didn't spend 3,000 years developing it for nothing, you know? 3,000 years, eh? How patient of you. Where are you going? With Chaldea, I hear the battle's starting to get more explosive. Thought I would double check the sniper spot I picked out earlier before that happens. Now I see. Good man. One can never be too careful, after all. Wonder who it was who said that 2 plus 2 always equals 4. Glad you're on my side, Emiya. Wow, we got his name already, okay. Normally I'd thank you for the compliment, except I can't trust a thing you say. With all your lies and deceit, the only thing I know about you for sure is that you're evil. Jeez, for a guy that looks like a dealer, he sure got a stick up his butt. That may be, but he's still much easier to deal with than you, assassin. After all, he's always calculating too, with a fairly complex formula at that. The answer, however, is simple. Once you figure that out, you understand him, the formula no longer confuses you. Not that I've figured it out in its entirety, of course, but in that sense, I find dealing with you to be far more troublesome. Me? Really? I mean, I know I'm biased and all, but I feel like there ain't many guys as easy to understand as me. You meant it when you said you intended to kill me earlier, didn't you? You bet I did. Your formula is fairly simple, and the result is so bizarre I can't understand it. Is that a compliment? Absolutely. I see. In that case, thanks. I never did get many compliments when I was alive, especially from my master. That said, I don't believe your result will affect my final calculation. I have my magical bullets. I have my barrel. Now I just need one yet to be defined element. My formula will be complete. Oh. Hi, Shakespeare. I didn't know Shakespeare said the singularity. Excuse me. Does that mean you're not gonna let me out of here until this formula of yours is done? Of course not, Mr. Shakespeare. But don't let it get you down. Even compared to other worlds, humanity here is far outside the norm. Every one of the stories, characters, and monsters you write or have written about actually exists here. Don't you feel honored that your work has such an impact? Even if I am half alter, can't see the prospect excites me. So what, are they alterfying him? I mean, think about it. This is like a wondrous world of fantasy, fiction, and dreams, somewhat separate from Shinjuku, right? And you excelled at the theater, as I recall, which is largely the same thing. The monsters that appear in my plays are only ever human. Even Caliban from my own The Tempest was nothing but a man in makeup. Monsters are monsters because they cannot be defined. The terror they elicit lies in being unable to see them. Having actual monsters escape into reality would be nothing less than a nightmare. If I were my normal self, I'd recite some long-winded lines for my own worries, but now that I've been inverted, I won't stand for it. So if all I can do here is wail and repent, that is what I shall do. That's the only part of you affected by the inversion, eh? You must be quite the good Samaritan. Not at all. Simply love the patterns that humans produce. Even if my own alignment is now inverted, that writer's instinct remains the same. As such, Professor, I don't believe you and I will ever reach an understanding. I see. Then I'm afraid you'll continue to suffer in there. Fortunately for me, I never expected you to cooperate on your own free will. Shakespeare's such... I love him. He's one of the best parts of Apocrypha. If anything, I expect you'll gladly betray me the moment something new strikes your fancy. You've got me there. A little tip from an old criminal. The seeds of deception are best planted well in advance. Oh, and while you're here, I'd like to keep you mass-producing king layers. They're quite useful. Well, this is quite the fix. No sooner do I answer the summon than I find myself in the middle of purgatory. I don't think I'd ever done anything so terrible as to deserve this, but perhaps I have. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. Great. I've gone and done something my usual self would do. Okay, that's a scene. You know, personally, I'm not really a big fan of the, oh, we're evil villains talking about our planned scenes. But I mean, they're necessary. Sometimes. I'd call that one necessary. Well, now we have this totally not evil guy who's helping us. Thank you, you dapper gentleman. Now then, there are of course numerous other life forms besides ruffians hiding in the Shinjuku. 1999 you'll see all sorts of demonic beast-like creatures come out of the woodwork. There are Yakuza who know magecraft, rich people with chimeras for pets, mannequins that attack you. The city may well have more ghosts than people, but we know this guy's an evil. He's not wearing glasses. The Archer of Shinjuku silhouette had glasses on, so he's evil. Is that a baby or cat? That's a baby. Is that a baby crying? Like a stroller! Wild dogs are attacking it! Oh no, you have to save it. Huh? Wait a moment. It's a trap, baby. Go on, get. Master, you should take that baby somewhere safe. Master? It's a doll! What are you thinking? Running off on your own like that? It's a bomb baby! Explosion? Master, are you okay? Well, I'm alive at least. Oh, thank goodness. Do try and be more careful, would you? My back just made a sound that backs should never make. Sorry. Yes, well, while I can certainly appreciate the desire to help others, you cannot allow that desire to lead you by the nose. You must always be mindful of your surroundings. Think about it. Why is there no guardian nearby? Why was the baby crying at set intervals? For that matter, what parent would be so reckless as to bring their baby outside to the Shinjuku? These are the sort of questions you need to be asking yourself as you examine your surroundings. Remember, meaning follows us wherever we go. Not why we live, but why we are here where we are. Meaning in life can be added after the fact, but as of now, there's absolutely meaning in being here. You are here to repair the singularity. I, most likely, am here to help you. There are others who are here to stop you as well. You'll need to consider these meanings and make a choice. Got it? Now stand up. Yes, sir. Bow. Bowing. Be seated. Nice try. There's no seats here. Yeah, you didn't fall for it. Very well, then back to the discussion at hand. Think about that baby again. No matter how you look at it, that was no more than the bait for a trap. You do understand that, right? Now, as we know it was a trap, we must ask ourselves who said it. Ah, here we find the answer. Ghosts? It sounded like a ghost sound effect. Master! Be careful, Master. I'm picking up 11 hostile signals near you. Is that a soprano? I don't know how to say that. They're really good. It's the color gesture is hide quickly. I don't know how to say that. Color what? What are they? They're mannequins controlled by Christine, the puppet of the opera. Oh! Is Phantom of the Opera gonna be in this? Because Christine's the name of the woman he loves? I haven't read it. They sing while killing people. Oh god. Ah, please don't. Ah. Citizen A! By the time they leave, not even corpses remain. Perhaps they use dead bodies for material? Ruffian A! No, save me! I say, that's one of the ruffians from earlier. Please, I don't want to die! Somebody, save me! He's injured! Exclamation mark! Well, now you stood your ground. Admire your spirit. Is that a trap too? Yes, and I'm afraid he's all but done for. No way, I've analyzed his wounds, and I don't believe they're fatal. That's not what I mean. Coloriaturas are trying to lure us in. There's no way he could escape with those kinds of injuries. The Coloriaturas are far quicker than any Shinjuku yet. He only escaped because they let him. It's the same tactic employed by modern day snipers. You didn't always kill your target, but rather neutralize the threat they pose. Shoot their legs or stomachs and keep them alive. That's enough on its own, but when their allies then come to help them, you can wound or kill them as well and increase the carnage exponentially. In other words, if we try to help that ruffian, they'll be all over us. Please, somebody help me, but we gotta help him though. No! Gah! Well done holding out, young master. Well, normally this is where we would make our retreat. But I can see that doesn't sit at all well with you. No, it doesn't. In that case, we'll begin by slowly, silently sneaking around them. Coloradoras have frightfully good hearing. We must not make a sound. Slowly, quietly, make your way around. Mr. Archer? You just ruined the whole stealth approach you were advocating not too long ago. Oh, he made the sound. No, that's not my fault. Blame all the trash scattered about the street. Stop making excuses. You always sound so sketchy. Ha ha ha. Laughing to change the subject. I guess now that we've been spotted, there's no turning back. Let's be about it then, you overgrown marionettes. Here come the Colagaras. I mean, if we're gonna fight him anyway, we could have saved the guy. But okay. Wait, you guys have in-game audio, right? I just looked at OBS and like, it is quiet right now, but you give it a minute. Skill usage confirmation. Fun fact, you can choose to hide or show the confirmation window. Yeah. Okay, we have audio. Okay. That was good. So there's 11 of them, right? Yeah. I mean, I figured we could talk about HorseyEatYou this time. For those that don't know, his sprite got censored for the... what server is this? Is this the North American server, or is this like the global server? Because I know they spread out to like other countries. It doesn't. You get it. The English server, yeah. It's an all-encompassing term. And this... it's probably the biggest... well, not the biggest, but... it's a big controversy. It's simmered down by now. It's been like a month since it came out, give or take. But I figured, like, why not talk about it? Like, I don't really like the fact that they censored it, but also, like, I completely understand it. Because, I mean, it's not necessarily his skin color, but rather the way they treat HorseyEatYou. Like, for example, there's the most famous case. The only one I can think off the top of my head is a nickname of his Demiya, which Tamamo Cat nicknames him after Detroit Emiya, which, if that wasn't in if this wasn't released in Japan and it was released in, like, you know, North America or somewhere, that would be completely unacceptable. And so I understand why they take the precaution of lightening his skin color. Although I still prefer his original design. Like, although I don't really like his original design, honestly. I think he looks pretty cool in his final ascension. Like with the... I don't know the name of it. Oh, and it's like... it's based off like a form of like pottery in Japan where like when a pot gets cracked or something, they fill it up with gold. To not like hide the cracks, but to like accentuate. I don't know how it works. But I think his third ascension is pretty cool. I think it looks better on his original sprite. But like, I understand why they censored him. Like, it's not... I just hope they don't censor anything else. Like, HorseyEatYou is the only real case I could think of. Yeah, okay, that's completely expected that they censor that, I guess. Like, is that a one-turn dodge? I think it is. Is it, wait, I meant one attack. I think it's one turn though, so get this guy. Oh wait, triple. It's just 9 lives. I don't really... I remember the character material for HorseyEatYou that came out like half a year ago, said something I was like, okay, you know, they probably should have said that. And it just kind of shows that, you know, Japan's a completely different culture than, you know, our own, or, you know, Western countries, I guess. And I hope they don't end up looting, censoring anything else. Like, I've heard some people saying that it's possible they're going to censor Abigail, which, like, on one hand, I don't really like her design, other than, like, her first ascension. Her first ascension's cool. But on the other hand, like, I don't want that precedent to be there. And, I mean, they didn't nerf Jack the Ripper, who, in my opinion, has, like, the worst design. Like, her first ascension is, like, okay. And this is coming from someone, by the way, who thinks the idea behind Jack the Ripper, the Fate's assassin Jack the Ripper, because there's multiple Jack the Rippers, is pretty cool. Like, I like the idea, just like they didn't have to make her wear nothing. Like, if you wore pants and a shirt, you know, that'd be a lot better. But like, now, as it is now, I'm like, I don't really want to defend that. Yeah, so I hope they don't censor like Abigail, or I'm trying to think of who else there'd be. Basically any lolly characters, what people are afraid of. But like I said, Jax, and they're not gonna do that, right? Right? Like if they said to Jack, like I'd be like, okay, I don't like this, but also like, thank you. At least for the Abigail, like your first ascension is like totally not loot. Your second one is like, okay, it's a little loot. And we don't talk about the third one, okay? Oh, we're dying. Let's go and pop that. Is that on this guy? Okay. We got this. And I could have switched out my team for like a caster, but I'll switch out Hercules from now on. Like for whatever bonus we need, basically. Except for boss fights. I'll probably bring like a dedicated team for... I remember this is certain boss fight that... I don't remember if I had issues with it. But I know a lot of people hated it because... I think it was the first case of like multiple health bars on an enemy in Japan. On the North American server, just a little while ago, we got memorial quests. So, we've now seen those. Saber Altar had like 3 bars, I think. Come on, don't do that. Okay, new idea. We just try to get the 5% chance, or however much it is. I don't know if it's a 5%. Oh, it is one time, like one attack. Okay. I was pretty sure about that. Oh, is the death down only for 1 turn? Oh no, decreased death resistance 3 turns. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I thought it had its own icon. Okay. So I don't know if King Hassan's chance is it's a 5% chance for the chance for death to happen, or if it's just a 5% chance to kill them. Because I always thought it was the first one, but it might actually be the second one because... And death resistance in this game is absolutely terrible, by the way, if you don't know. Okay, let's pop this. Pop this. Anger Mania, now's your time. What do we do here? Buster quick? I think that's the best thing to do. With this quick up, it's good. And like the arts had the stars on it, but yeah, here's the gut, so we got this. That was good. Ooh, okay. You get him, angry boy. Yeah, but I'd have to look more into like exactly how they treat Emi Alter because, from my understanding, they do some stuff that definitely wouldn't fly in the U.S. Like on a regular basis when he shows up. Well, not just the U.S., just any Western country, pretty much. I mean, you could also say that like Jack the Ripper also wouldn't fly, but you know, I guess it's a bit different. 9th Color Yadira defeated. The remaining 2 are still keeping their distance. They're holding position. What should we do, Master? Master, I believe we should get ready to make our retreat. As such, Mashu, I'd like you to find the optimal escape route for us. Huh? Are you saying the last 2 are really tough? Who are they? Simple. A matriarch of sort who holds sway over these marionettes and their loyal slave. I'm analyzing your surroundings to find your optimal escape route. However, I'm afraid the enemies are closing in quickly. Please try to hold on a little longer. In that case, perhaps you should try to speak with them to buy some time. By which, of course, I mean make excuses and beg for our lives. Are you good at that sort of thing, Master? If by good you mean absolutely terrible, then sure. She may put her life on the line in everything she does, but she's never once paid for it. My, that certainly is brave. Although, seen in another light, it could be a kind of cowardice. Begging for one's life is something humans do to forestall their deaths as long as they can. Mustn't deny that. One should only go gentle into that good night when one is certain it is their time. Oh, but Horsey may be pretty good at buying time if you just let her keep talking. Give me more dialogue choices. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Here they come. Spirit origin analysis complete. It's the Phantom of the Opera. Okay. Although something about him seems off. And then there's that other servant. At least, I think it's a servant? I can't tell for sure. Ah, Christine, my shining jewel, my dearest light. What do you wish for? What do you desire? Oh, she just... Oh, no, I think that's different. Like, I don't think the default one had hair. I forget if they had a mask. I'm saying I'm not crazy. I'm crazy. I'm miasma. I'm human. I'm a humanity. I'm a puppet. I'm a doll. What does it mean to be miasma? Like, miasma? Like, it's like... Miasma... Is it used to define, like, a bad smell? Or is it... something similar to that. Like, I forget exactly what it means, but... What does it mean to be that? Yes, I want life. I want vitality. I want blood. I want fresh blood. I want type A and type AB. I don't need type B. People need transfusions to live. To live as people, they need soapboxes. What? If one life is lost, I can move one space forward and become human. If two lives are lost, I can move one space forward and become human. So 1 and 2 are the same. Yes, please give me life. Ha ha ha. Would seem to be out of luck. Christine is quite in a state today. I'm imagining the Tiamat's singing, Chaldea, Chaldea, you, Chaldea Master, savior of the world. Please give me your life so that I may be saved too. Aha, now I see, Master. This is your fault. Huh? Well, you did go and save the world, didn't you? If you can do that, then surely you must also have some mysterious power to save that bit of scrap. That's insane. What did you just say? What did you just call my beloved Christine? How dare you, I hate you, I'll kill you, I'll destroy you. Oh, Christine, my love, your fury is even hotter and more beautiful than the sun. I shall kill them, yes, I shall destroy them. I'll tear them both limb from limb and assemble them anew. That will help them think about what they've done. Ha ha ha. And a day goes by that... Hold on. Hold on. That I don't think about that. My conclusion? I'm complete. I'm perfect. I'm an intellectual. How intelligent, you ask? Enough to stall for the precise amount of time we need. Mashu! I found your optimal escape route. Follow my instructions and get out of there, Master. Excellent. Now here's my last bit of stalling. What's those magical bullets? Oh, I thought he just flashed the screwdriver. So your means are the same, even if your ends are the polar opposites. Missed, you missed. Not at all. Here comes the boom. Ha ha ha. Always wanted to say that. I love you, Archer of Shinjuku. The gas station just blew up. Quick, now's your chance. Very well. That was indeed a perfect getaway. Phantom and Christine are right on... Oh, take it right there, senpai. Just a moment, Mashu. Isn't this... what do you call it? A highway? Ah, yes, it's Japan National Route 20. I see. I'm afraid that's all. With all that has happened, there are a few things I may have forgotten to mention. Firstly, I apologize for that oversight. Secondly, I really should have told you this right away, but it seems that many servants who have turned to evil here have agreed to divide and conquer, as it were. Which means we're out of the frying pan and into the fire. This highway, as you call it, is now their territory. Okay. Was that, Rider of Shinjuku? Okay, how much quartz do I have? I wrote a little for, Emiya Alter. And the Saber Alter banner. Both of them would be cool. How much do I have? 3! Oh, cool. I don't really like Okito that much. I either think he's cool, but I also don't care. Amakusa, like, gameplay-wise, he's cool, but also, like, I don't really like him that much. But here we go. How many days are left? 19? Oh. Twice tomorrow, then. I mean, Ultra's on the Kiara banner, which I plan to roll for, so I don't need to get him here, but let's see. Oh, you want a turn? Ah. Have I gotten, aside from Carmilla, have I gotten a gold servant on camera before? Because I don't think I have. The fact that this is my 4th singularity now makes that kind of sad. It'll happen eventually. I don't need to do this on camera, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, we're doing about 1 episode a week, give or take. So I'm uploading this at a pretty slow pace. So stay tuned until about next week for the next episode. And I think Shinjuku is like 19 chapters, so we still have a ways to go. I probably won't finish before the CCC event, but, you know, that's just how it is. I'll see you guys then. Bye.